What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Ovi here. And you know, when people talk about adult games, they usually focus on content. But some of the most respected titles in the genre stand out for a very different reason. They have strong gameplay, systems, deep progression, and fully realized worlds. And they just happen to feature a female main protagonist. That's why it's my top 5 games that I really like because they happen to have a female male protagonist. That's the main category that I really enjoy. And so today we're counting down the top 5 best female protagonist games based on overall game quality, including story, mechanic, replayability, and atmosphere. So as I said, I'm not gonna focus on the art because all of these games have a unique art. We're gonna focus on the mechanics, which is the most important thing in a female main protagonist game. It has like corruption and progression and that kind of stuff. So let's jump into it. The first game we're gonna talk about is Third Crisis. I'm talking about the two games here because Third Crisis Neon Knights is still new. There's not much of content there, but it does the same stuff that the first game does, but it does it better and in a more progressed way or a more deep way, you know? Okay. So, Crisis Neon Knights. Third Crisis Neon Knights is a cyberpunk RPG set in a dystopian futuristic city, filled with corporations, gangs, and underground power struggles. The game blends visual novel storytelling with stat-based progression and choice-driven encounters. What sets this game apart is its modern setting and pacing. Instead of fantasy or medieval themes, it's like more futuristic and more believable settings, you know? Focuses on a neon lit metropolis where every decision affects relationships, reputation, and access to content. The game emphasizes player freedom along multiple paths through dialogue, social manipulation, and character development. With regular updates and a strong visual style, it's a standout title for players who want a story-heavy cyberpunk experience with adult elements integrated into the gameplay.
I do for you, hun.
Not that I really mind, but I thought you might want to know that one of your boys is drunk at the bar.
Drunk? My cutie's no better than that, hun.
No, like really. He's totally hammered. You might want to check on him.
I don't hire amateurs.
I'll need to get her proof. Maybe I could take a photo of Cal and show it to Claudia. It's quite obvious he's drunk.
And at number 4, Violated Princess. This game is a dark fantasy RPG that places the player in control of a royal protagonist, navigating political collapse, captivity, and shifting power dynamics. The core focus is on story progression and branching outcomes, driven by player decisions. Violated Princess leans heavily into narrative consequences. The game tracks choices carefully, altering the scenes, routes, and endings depending on how situations are handled. It blends turn-based elements, story events, and progression systems that emphasize long-term impact rather than instant rewards. Its reputation comes from how seriously it treats its themes. The game doesn't rush progression and instead builds tension over time, making it a memorable experience for players who value serious storytelling in adult RPGs. Number 3 is Unholy Maiden. Unholy Maiden is a dark, religious themed RPG that focuses on psychological tension and moral conflict, set in a world heavily influenced by faith, rituals, and authority. The game places strong emphasis on atmosphere and symbolism. The protagonist is rescued after collapsing in a dungeon and awakens in a rundown church in town. Perhaps as a result of her resurrection, or maybe another cause. She has lost all memories from before she was revived. Searching for clues to her forgotten past, she once again steps into the ruins of Dungeon Roseford. Gameplay combines event-driven storytelling, choice-based progression, and gradual stat development. The story unfolds slowly, with the player uncovering secrets about the world, its institutions, and their role within it. What makes Unholy Maiden stand out is its tone. The game prioritizes mood, internal struggle, and narrative weight over fast progression, appealing to players who enjoy slow burn, story focused experiences.
行きましょう。食らいなさい。勝利。
At number 2, Curious Tales of Yaezujima, Rinko Kageyami's Endless Summer. You play as a female teacher who has returned to her birthplace, Yaezujima, due to certain circumstances. The character you play is Rinko Kageyami. She is 24 years old, and you can do whatever you want through a whole month until the game is reset and the end. You have to discover what is Hirimoko festival that she is required to attend on the end of the month, how to escape this summer that seems to repeat itself. This game is a sandbox style RPG set on a mysterious island filled with strange characters, traditions, and hidden systems. The focus here is exploration, discovery, and player-driven progression. Unlike more linear games, Curious Tales of Yaezujima allows players to move freely through the world, triggering events based on location, time, stats, and previous choices. The pacing is intentionally slow, encouraging experimentation rather than focusing outcomes. Its popularity comes from how natural the progression feels. Systems unfold gradually, and the game rewards curiosity instead of pushing mistakes immediately. This makes it one of the most accessible yet deep adult RPGs available. At number 1, LonaRPG. LonaRPG is widely regarded as one of the most complex and unforgiving adult RPGs ever made. It's a survival-focused, top-down RPG inspired by classic hardcore games, featuring hunger systems, injuries, mental states, and resource management. Cold, grim, unforgiving, deadly, this is the world of LonaRPG. Play the story of a young woman named Luna who must survive in this gothic and cruel world. Explore a grim, dark, twisted, and open world where one little mistake can cost Luna her life. This game's world is hostile and indifferent. There are no tutorials holding your hand, no guaranteed success paths, and no protection from bad decisions. Every system, from combat to movement to the rest, feeds into survival. What makes LonaRPG exceptional is system depth. Nearly every mechanic interacts with another, creating emergent gameplay and high replayability. It's often described as more of a survival simulation than a traditional RPG. For players who want challenge, realism, and consequence-driven gameplay, LonaRPG sits at the top. These yellow circles means they are stunned. But if I try to use fire does a lot of more damage. Okay. Well, that's it for this list. These games stand out not just because they feature female protagonists, but because they're well designed, memorable, and mechanically strong experiences. If you enjoyed this list, like the video, subscribe, and make sure to support me on Patreon, and thanks to all my Patreon supporters. This was a new type of video for me to make, so I really appreciate you guys for watching, and if you liked it, make sure to like and comment. As I said, it really makes me know what you guys if you guys enjoyed it or not. Make sure to let me know in the comments which female protagonist game should be on this list, if I missed any, or if there's ones that I don't really know about that does this kind of mechanical stuff that I really enjoyed. I think you guys know what I'm talking about when especially when I showed you guys this kind of list, this kind of depth in the RPG mechanics and that kind of stuff. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do more lists like this, or if you want me to make a let's play or any games. I focus mostly on let's plays, but let me know what you guys want me to do in the comments, and hopefully I'll find the time and the motivation to make more of this kind of stuff. As I said before, thank you so much for my Patreon supporters. These guys keep me coming back, because I feel bad that there's people supporting me and I don't like upload much. So that's one of the reasons. I know it's kind of sounds money hungry or stupid, but yeah, thanks so much for sticking through. It's a very short video, but it takes a lot of times. I'm not yet really used to that kind of content. I'm really used to let's plays and that kind of stuff. I'm just rambling on now. It's the end. It's not like very what's the word, very organized like the whole video. I really tried my best there. It's very new for me to like organize a video. I usually like to do freestyles, you know. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next videos, I guess. Goodbye.